Dear Santa, I know it's been decades since I believed in you, and even when you were personified in my family room by Grandpa, back when I was little, and even then, I still believed. Even my sister exclaimed one Christmas Day morning, "Santa smells like Grandpa!" His aftershave gave him away. But I know I believed in you up until somewhere around junior high school. Anyway, I know I can't sit easily in your lap, but oh, how I'd love to do a picture of such one of these years. Still, I do have some things on my list, and I hope I've been a good girl. I know there's a lot of work I have to do, but God knows I'm trying to be better. So, here's some of what I want for Christmas, or at least sometime beyond that. I want for more of my friends to know the side of me, and at least accept me. They don't have to ask too many questions about it, or they don't have to be dragged along, and I know that's a bad pun, when I go out dressed up. I just want to hear something along the lines of, "It's about time you admitted it," or, you know, "This kind of makes sense, now that I think about it." Or maybe, "Damn, and I thought you were gay." Or even, "You silly dilly." I also want for my family to accept it. I hope my mom can still accept and love me, even though she was the one who caught me over 25 years ago, dressing up in her clothes, and she did the typical mom who can't understand thing. I know she has to know I still dress up, but she's probably waiting for me to come out and tell her so. I hope my sister can accept it. I have a feeling she'll take it better than Mom, but I could be completely wrong about it. My dad, however, doesn't know, and I'm afraid it would kill him to find out. To them, I'm a son and a brother, and so many of my immediate and extended family have had such high hopes for me to do something with my life. They want to see me out on my own, successful, happy, and perhaps married and raising children of my own. But I feel I've wasted half my life, and I need to make up for lost time. But I need support from my family as well as friends. I would also like a job. Anything for now to get me back on my feet, and to give me something to do for most of my waking hours, enabling me to pay off my bills and to save up and get a place of my own, and prepare myself for whatever future is in store for me, be it remaining a part-time girl, or living full-time non-op, or beginning my journey in earnest, starting down the pre-op trail. I know I'm not going to find my dream job right away, but I just want something to get me out of the house, and get me thinking about figuring out ultimately what it is I want to do. I'd love to be able to be my own boss, and if I can figure out what I want to do, what's marketable, and what I enjoy. I also want for a society that will not judge us, not discriminate against us, treat us as freaks or less than human, or even harm or kill us simply because we choose to live our lives as we wish, or even question the gender binary we're born into, and that our society and culture enforces. We should not have to lose our job, or find it harder to get new jobs, or even lose the support of family, friends, or even lose our lives for expressing our true selves, or for trying to seek our true selves out. I also want to get out on my own as soon as I can. I've got a lot of work to do beforehand, primarily paying off my debts and managing my money more wisely. I also want for some of my close friends who I can trust to know about as much as me as I feel I can share with them. I would hope that some of my current friends fall into this category as well. And if you're seeing this, you know who you are. And I would also like to eventually be able to find someone to fall in love and have these feelings reciprocated. Relationships have been one of the greatest failures of my life to date. I'm horribly inexperienced, and when I feel I find someone, I end up pushing them away or they leave for some reason. I don't know what to do, and I've just about given up thinking that there's someone out there for me. And I've endured attempts by well-meaning friends to try to cure or fix me, all in vain. I don't want to be alone, even though I choose to do things alone from time to time. But maybe I should work on learning to love and accept myself in the meantime. And I want to be able to finally focus on getting myself into shape, slimming down, and getting healthy in mind as well as body and spirit. I would like to get off my medications for blood pressure and diabetes, or at least off the insulin. And being able to fit into non-plus size clothes would be an extra benefit. And I want to finally get out on my own. As I said before, I love my parents dearly, but I don't want to be a burden to them. I know they won't be here forever. And frankly, until I resolve the issues I've mentioned earlier, and tell them about the side of me, I need my space to be whoever I want to be, whenever I need to be. I don't want to have to hide. I don't want to have to make excuses about going to TG and CD groups. I don't want to have to conceal my wardrobe and not be honest about some of my recent new friends, and not be able to have anything shipped to my home, etc. I need to get out and start living my life, and grow up and be an adult for once. I just hope I can handle it. And I want to finally find out once and for all the answer is always to my ultimate question. Who am I? Is Julie Ann Morgan merely a part of me, or is she who I want to eventually become? A lot of my boy mode self went into her. Or perhaps maybe she provided the framework for the boy mode side of me to exist for so long. One cannot survive without the other. But do we become one person, or keep leading a double life? I also need to figure out what it is I want to do with the rest of my life, regardless of how I manifest and present myself. And I want to be able to focus and figure out what I want to do from here on out, as well as take constructive criticism. But I do not want anyone planning my life for me. I am an independent, a free spirit, and I cannot be tied down unless I choose to let myself be. And I need to take back control of my life. I need to be assertive and to say no when I need to, and not give anyone power over me. But if I have to be a total dork doing it, then it can't be helped. But hopefully I'll figure out how to assert myself in a gentler way somewhere down the road. Oh, and I also want a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time. I'm just kidding. That's about it. Thanks, Santa. And thank you for making my childhood wonderful. Give Rudolph's nose a shine for me. Love, hugs, and thanks. From Julie Ann.